Hello everybody, welcome back to Music Class Online. Let's start by singing our hello song. Hello there, how are you? It's so nice to see you. We'll sing and be happy, cause we're all back together again. Wanna see us, almost us, estoy alegre de verte. Cantamos y jugamos porque todos estamos aquí. Today, we're going to continue working with our song Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain is a song that we learned last week. So if you didn't watch the video from last week, pause this video and go to find that one to watch because that's where we'll learn how to sing our song Rocky Mountain. Last week we also figured out what were the solfege notes for the last line of our song Rocky Mountain. And we're going to review that again today and how to show them with our hands and our bodies. Lastly, we're going to do something different today, something new, which is what our goal is. I'll read the goal first, and then you read it after me. I can identify and name the type of scale used in Rocky Mountain. Now your turn. Nice. So, the last thing we're doing in class today is we're going to figure out what that scale is and also review what that word scale means. The word scale and the words melodic contour are two words that we learned last week in class. Let's get started. So, I hope you all are well. I really miss you guys. I want to take a second for you to tell me how you're doing. Pause this video and write a comment underneath the assignment saying how you and your family are doing so that I and your classmates can see. I miss you all so very much. So right now take a second to pause the video and go write. I'll wait. Okay, did you write a comment? Great. I can't wait to see what you've written. Let's review our song, Rocky Mountain. Sing with me, ready? 1, 2, ready, sing. Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. When you're on that Rocky Mountain, hang your head and cry. Do, 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 do remember me. Do, 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 do remember me. Nice job. This time, let's tap our legs to the beat. 1, 2, ready, sing. Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. When you're on that Rocky Mountain, hang your head and cry. Do, 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 do remember me. Do, 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 do remember me. Nice. This time, let's see if you can sing without looking at the words. Let's take away our words. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. When you're on that Rocky Mountain, hang your head and cry. Do, 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 do remember me. Do, 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 do remember me. How'd you do? Do you remember all the words? Let's try one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain high. When you're on that Rocky Mountain, hang your head and cry. Do, 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 do remember me. Do, 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 do remember me. Nice job. Last week, we talked about melodic contour. Say melodic contour. Think to yourself, what did melodic contour mean? Take 10 seconds to remember, what did we mean when we talked about melodic contour last week? Take 10 seconds. Do you remember? Say your answer out loud. What's melodic contour? Nice. My answer is the melodic contour is how the melody goes high and low. In our song Rocky Mountain last week, we showed how the melody went high and low. We showed with our fingers and the tracing on the path in the mountain and with our bodies. Let's start by taking your finger and following along on the mountain. Ready? Sing the last line of the song with me. Ready, sing. Do, 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 do remember me. Let's try one more time. Ready, go. Do, 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 do remember me. Last week, we also used Rocky Mountain with our bodies. Let's try it again this week. Won't you please stand up, up, up? We started on our knees. Try with me. Ready, go. Do, 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 do remember me. How'd it go? Do you remember how it went? Let's try one more time at that tempo. Ready, go. Do, 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 do remember me. Nice, that was a lot better. This time, I'm not going to sing. I'm only going to show you the pattern with my body. This time, you sing and show the pattern. Ready? Ready, go. Were you able to sing and do the pattern at the same time? Let's try it one more time. I think you can do better. Ready, go. Nice, that was a lot better. Won't you please sit down now? Last week, we also talked about a scale. Think back. What did a scale mean? What does a scale mean? Take 10 seconds to think, what is a scale? You ready? Say out loud your answer. What is a scale? My answer is, a scale is a pattern of pitches, or notes, arranged in an ascending, going up, or descending, going down, order. You can see our scale on the left side of your screen. It starts on do, and then re, and then mi, skips to sol, and then la. Let's practice our scale. Repeat after me. Do, do, do. Re, re, re. Mi, mi, mi. So, so, so. La, la, la. Nice. Let's practice our scale going up, starting with do. Sing with me. Ready? Do, re, mi, sol, la. Let's try again. Ready, go. Do, re, mi, sol, la. This time, let's go back down. Ready, sing. La, sol, mi, re, do. Let's try again. Ready, go. La, sol, mi, re, do. Nice. You just showed our scale going up and down, ascending and descending. Last week, we also showed our scale on our bodies. Let's try it again now. Won't you please stand up, up, up? So, I told you last week that do is on our knees. Repeat after me. Do, do, do. If do is here, where was re? Is it up here? Is it over here? Is it over here? Re is right next to do, so re must be on our thighs. Re, re, re. What about mi? Has to be higher than re. Is it all the way up here? Or is it right next to? Yeah, it's right next to re. Mi is on your waist. Mi, mi, mi. And then what about sol? Sol is a skip away from mi, so you have to skip up to our shoulders. So, so, so. And then lastly, you guessed it, la's on our head. La, la, la. Let's sing our scale going up on our bodies. Ready, go, do, re, mi, sol, la. And back down. La, sol, mi, re, do. Nice. So we already showed how to sing the last part of our song, Rocky Mountain, using the melodic contour on our body. Let's see if we can figure out the solfege. Let's start remembering, how do we sing that last line on our body? Ready, go, do, 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 do remember me. Remember how we did last week? If we're starting on our knees, then it must be do. So we go, do, do. We go from our knees to our hips. So we're going from do to mi. We skip over re. From do to mi is a skip. Do, do, do. Oh, so if we go do, mi, sol. Nice. What happens next? Let's sing again. Do, 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 do. If you said la, you were correct. Let's sing those 4 solfege notes. Ready? Ready, go, do, mi, sol, la. Nice, you just figured out the first half. Let's remember what the second half was. The words went like this. Do remember me. So we're starting on our hips, and our hips, our waist, were the note mi. Do remember me. So after our hips, we go to our thighs, that's re. And then finally our knees, that's do. So it's mi, mi, re, re, do. Let's try the whole line on solfege. Starting on do, ready, go, do, mi, sol, la, mi, mi, re, do. I think you can do it again. Let's try one more time. Make sure you follow along exactly. Ready, go, do, mi, sol, la, mi, mi, re, do. Did you do better? Think you can try a little faster? Ready, go, do, mi, sol, la, mi, mi, re, do. Awesome. You did a great job remembering how that song went in solfege. Won't you please sit down, down, down? I've put our mountain back on our screen with our words and in a moment with our solfege. Do you think you can remember how we just did it? Sing the solfege as you follow along with your finger, tracing the melodic contour on the mountain. Ready? Ready, go. Do, mi, sol, la, mi, mi, re, do. Let's try one more time. Ready? Singing on solfege, ready, go. Do, mi, sol, la, mi, mi, re, do. This time, I'm going to use my hand signs. If you think you're ready to use your hand signs, join me. They're on the screen, or you can follow along. Ready, sing. Do, mi, sol, la, mi, mi, re, do. try again. Ready, go. Do, mi, sol, la, mi, re, do. If you need some help still, I'll put the solfege back on the screen so you can follow along. Let's try again. Ready? Ready, go. Do, mi, sol, la, mi, re, do. Awesome. So now it's the time to figure out what kind of scale it is that's in our song. And we're going to give it a name. Remember, we said a scale is a pattern of pitches arranged in ascending, going up, or descending, going down order. And we had these notes in our scale. We had do, re, mi, sol, and la. Those are the notes in our song. So we have to ask two questions about our scale. Here's the first one. How many notes are in our scale? Think about how many positions in our body we used. Or you can just look and count how many notes there are. Say out loud, how many notes are in our scale? If you said 5, you were correct. There are 5 notes in our scale. When we have 5 of something, we usually use the prefix penta to describe it, because penta means 5. Think about a pentagon. How many sides does a pentagon have? Right, 5. So the word penta means 5. The next thing we have to ask is, what is the home tone of our scale? Now this is a new phrase for us, so let's define it. Home tone means the note that feels like home. Let's sing that last line again on solfege and see if we can figure out which one of our 5 notes in our scale feels like the home. Meaning something we come back to, it feels grounded, it feels secure. It feels like that's where we're ending, maybe. Let's sing, ready? Do, mi, sol, la, mi, re, do. Do you have an idea? Which one feels like it's our home? It feels secure. It feels solid. It feels like where we're returning to. Let's try again. Do, mi, sol, la, mi, re, do. If you said do was the home tone, I would agree with you. We started there, we ended there, and it felt like we were secure there. So that means that our scale is called do pentatonic, because do is our home tone, and penta means 5. And tonic talks about our scale. So our scale is do pentatonic. Nice job. We just figured out how to name our scale. All right, it's time for our wrap-up. Just like last week, you're going to click into your document that has your name on it and answer these questions. Remember, you get there by going to the top right of the assignment screen, finding where it says your work, and then underneath it'll say your name. When you click on that, it's going to open a document in which I've put these questions. Then type your answers on the computer, on a tablet, on your phone. Type your answers into that document. If you're having trouble finding that document, let me know. If you're really having trouble, just write your answers in the private comments on your assignment. So, there are 3 questions you're going to find in an assignment, the exit ticket for today. 1, how many notes are in our scale? 2, what is the home tone? What does that mean? How do we define that phrase? And then 3, what is the name of our scale? If you forgot, go back to the previous page in our video when we talk about those 3 things. Take a second right now to pause the video, open your exit ticket document by clicking where it says your name, under where it says your work, and type your answers in the boxes. Take a second to pause the video right now and do it. I'll wait. Did you fill out your exit ticket? When you're done, make sure you go to the assignment page and click where it says Turn In. Otherwise, I won't know you've done the work. So take a second right now and make sure you go click Turn In. I'll wait. Okay? Did you turn in your exit ticket? Now it's time to sing a goodbye song. 1, 2, ready, sing. Now it's time to go. We've been singing and playing all our day. Until tomorrow we must say, now it's time to go. Goodbye, friends. I'll see you next week.